Hello, beautiful earth signs. Tamra here, your sensual mystic. For those of you that are just joining, my name is Tamra, and what we're doing today is a daily oracle message. So time is fluid, okay? That means that whether you're watching this in a day, a year, a week, a month, whatever it is, it still applies. If you hear some loud noises in the back, that's my kids gaming. Have no fear. The intensity is real. So just be mindful that that's what's going on. But I don't want to just not give you your message. And I also don't want to take away from my kids being able to do their thing. So I'm like, hey, you know what? And ideally, we could just do both. So what I'm going to do today is pull you a message from these amazing oracles. I'm going to pull you a card from each one, and hopefully that'll set the tone for the day. We're aiming for July 24th to 25th for July. Okay, and also know that the oracle is a tool for wisdom and for entertainment. Always seek professional help or guidance when necessary, and use your own discrimination and discretion above all else. Okay, if you'd like a private reading, those are linked below. I am currently doing private readings, and also I have like a no strings attached. There is a free card pull. I will meditate on one for you and send you a little video or audio clip. So that is linked below also. It gives you options to purchase readings, but you could just do the card read absolutely free. I know you like my hand talking. The other thing is there is a link to donate. If you feel inspired to donate, any denomination is much appreciated. It helps me to continue to offer my love and my passion in the world with you guys. I just want to let you know too, my intention is for tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this, to also load a dream reading. So if you have some kind of piercing dream or something that has meant or like feels like it was just so real that it's hard to distinguish between, or a dream that was just so strange that you can't get it out of your mind and you want some deeper insight too, that is my plan for tomorrow. So dream read for tomorrow. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Leave me some love in the comments. Let me know who's here. We're looking for earth signs today. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. What does Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus need to hear? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We're going to read you from the book. Okay. I keep my own counsel. I think this showed up actually in your read just yesterday or the day before when I did for Collective for Earth Signs, if I'm not mistaken. So I keep my own counsel. Let us read on about this. That is my fire sign sun in the background with all the high intensity loudness. Really fiery. Oh my gosh. You guys also, I'm not going to read all of these, but I'm going to show you all of these. You also got I live in truth. And you also got I offer words of good intention. Loving you, Virgo. I have Virgo in my second and third placement in my chart. So I understand why I resonate a lot with Virgo and why I have a lot of Virgos in my life. Not a lot, but quite a few in my surroundings. So I keep my own counsel is what I'm looking for here. Let us find I keep my own counsel. You guys can meditate on the card while I'm looking. So it's number 16. Card number 16. I keep my own counsel. What a great booklet too. Ma'at is a living principle, is the embodiment of order, and in living this principle, our daily experience becomes a personification of fairness, truth, and balance to circumvent chaos through actions that are just. Just being the key word is defined by an unbiased equilibrium. To die is to stop living, but to stop living is something entirely different than dying. In the Egyptian Book of the Dead, when a soul enters the underworld of Duat, the heart is placed on a scale to weigh against the feathers of Ma'at, as the measure for the actions and inactions of their lifespan. Before the heart can be weighed, the deceased would have to recite the 42 negative confessions of Ma'at as taken from the Papyrus of Ani. What was not done would have equal bearing to what was done, justification of the life being perceived by how closely the soul aligned with Ma'at's laws of harmony. And so it gives you this list of the negative ones. I have not committed sin. I have not committed robbery with violence. I have not stolen. I have not slain men or women. I have not stolen grain. I have not purloined offerings. And it goes on. The law of Ma'at may find its closest correspondence in the Tao. As the Tao is believed to be the underlying natural law of the universe, yin and yang never being separate, as equal and interconnected as the heart and feather on the scales. In living in the ideal of keeping your own counsel, it is important to ask yourself who are behind closed doors. When no one is watching and you are left to your own devices, acting only as the perceiver, not the perceived, do your actions remain balanced in what you do, who you are, how you live? Does what you do not have the same intention as what is done? Keeping your own counsel is practicing mindfulness in each moment. By paying attention to your behavior and remembering to remain in alignment with truth, whether you are the object of perception or the subject who perceives, it is understanding that chaos and contrast give birth to clarity, and order is found when we are met with and triumph over disorder. The principle of Ma'at, the nature of the Tao, or the Tao, invisible forces that govern all of what is visible, have a timeless wisdom that is trickled through parables, fairy tales, myths, and mythical manuscripts from all ages. May we be reminded of the story of Joseph and the Canaanite, or Joseph of the Technicolor Dreamcoat of modern days, a pertinent figure in both the Bible and the Quran, and a hologram bringing color to the prism of human story. Okay, a seer and sage in his own right, represented by his coat of many colors, and the preferred miracle child of his parents, Joseph's revelatory dreams became visions made manifest. This enraged his older brothers because they felt as though he perceived himself to be above them, and out of anger they sold him into slavery. Joseph was brought to Egypt and became slave to the Potiphar captain of the Pharaoh's guard, but quickly advanced to servant, then superintendent. When Potiphar's wife Zuleika made a romantic advance on Joseph and he denied her, she became angry and falsely accused him of rape. Thus Joseph was thrown into prison. The Pharaoh's chief cupbearer and baker shared Joseph's cell with him. Both suffered from powerful nightmares which Joseph was able to interpret. He surmised what the messages of the dreams were, that the chief cupbearer would be freed, but the chief baker would be hanged. His accurate predictions caught the attention of the Pharaoh, who himself had been suffering from unresolved dreams. And after Joseph again accurately predicted the astral revelation, 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine, the Pharaoh freed Joseph, made him chief vizier, and renamed him Zaphnath-Paneah. In the 2nd year of famine, Joseph's brothers were sent to Egypt to buy goods, but did not recognize him when standing in his presence, as so many years had passed since they deceived him. Anger entered Joseph's heart, and he wanted revenge. However, redemption was found through forgiveness, and eventually he made peace with his brothers and reunited with his family under the blessing of the Pharaoh. Essentially, all lived their own version of a happily ever after. If Joseph hadn't been thrown into slavery and forced to use his mind, heart, morals, and intuition to go from slave to vizier, perhaps all would have starved when the eventual famine found its way to the land, and the virtue of humbleness may have never entered the hearts of not only Joseph, but his brothers as well. The consolation of keeping one's own counsel comes when the idealized human understands excuse me, that the mysteries of fate and the manifestations of dreams both spring from the same well, the all seeing, all knowing, interconnected mind that is present in every myth and memory. Contrast constructs consciousness, and consciousness, like a rubber band once stretched, never returns to its prior dimensions, usefulness being found not in what is no more, but rather what is. How beautiful and deep is that? Lovely earth signs. So remember, if this doesn't resonate, check out your moon, your rising, or your Venus. Okay? So we'll just keep that up here. And why don't we pull from the art oracles next? So again, for me, the energy is just appreciating so much art and cosmic consciousness and seeking within, the mystery within, stepping outside of paradigms, finding our little break, this downtime that we take to watch these things, to connect with that element that gives ourselves permission to step outside of these constructs in society. So we are looking for Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, please. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, please. What does Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus need to hear July 24th, 25th? Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. What do they need to hear, please? What is the message? Okay. Alligero Boetti. Okay, so know who you aren't. Find clarity in clutter. There's no more than one way to read a map. Oh, there's more than, I was like, really? Would anybody say that? Okay, there's more than one way to read a map. So know who you aren't. Find clarity in clutter. There's more than one way to read a map. So listen to that inner voice when you're just playing to the fiddle of society and others. Know where that, facade comes into place. And understand, amidst the madness of what's going on in life, that there's more than one way to go. There's definitely more than one path here. And sometimes it can feel like, you're pigeonholed, especially if you're more, it's not even just if you're more creative. Everybody's creative, actually. Everybody's creative. Even the people that think that they're not creative, you're creative. We're all creative. We all came from the stars, in my opinion. So we're all creative. It's just, it's expressed differently. And a lot of people have had conditioning that hasn't given a lot of room for that creativity to be exercised. It's really kind of beaten out in young ages. A good example that I have is my kids have had a combination of everything from Montessori to homeschooling to Catholic to public. Okay. And my youngest son, when he was in Montessori, during his kind of preschool, kindergarten age, he won all of these competitions for the area that we were in for drawing, reading, and writing. And then I put him into the public school, and he reverted from drawing three-dimensional figures at 3 years old to moving to stick figures, because it's that's what everybody was drawing in the class. And it's not to go against that. I mean, other people in the class could tie their shoes and do up their jacket, and he couldn't, but he could draw three-dimensional cars, with the perspective that he was coming from. The bottom line is we can, when you're in society as a whole, as a map, we're taught, and you're all in this herd mentality, that individuality can can just kind of blend, and we forget, that creative element of self. It was really, really interesting for me to observe that in him, and he really didn't want to draw the way that he had been drawing the entire year, actually. So what does Earth need to hear? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. What is your message? Ooh, look at that. Soulmate. Very sweet. Let's see what's going on here. Earth signs in your energy. Let's take a peek here. Card number 41. Okay, card number 41. Fire got 40. Soulmates. And I opened to 42, funny enough. Soulmates, harmonious, partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. The Oracle's message: you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them too. Yes, that is a real thing happening in the background, in case you're wondering. That's how loud they are all the time when they're on their games. Well, Lucas, my eldest, my fire child. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in your ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. Relationship message: consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. Prosperity message: strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others: mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. Beautiful. In manners of love and career, just like, hello. I don't think you can get any more beautiful than that. So we're going to get you. Wow, it's just so intense. Oh my goodness. I am a fire sign too. I don't think I exuded that intensity, but at least he is having fun. They're having fun. Okay, so we are looking for Earth. We are looking for Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. What do you need to hear? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I take it back. I'm having like all these visions of like running around in my basement screaming with girlfriends and screeching, and probably we were extremely loud. But we had a basement that was like walked out, and we could go outside, and wish they would do things like that. Now they just want to be online. It's just such a different dynamic. Okay, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, what do they need to hear? July 24th, 25th. What is the message for Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus? I feel it's here. Oh, I love this card. It's so beautiful. The ever unfolding rose. The ever unfolding rose. The ever unfolding rose. Let me look for this in this deck here, the Ever Unfolding Rose. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card, which I have received a few times for sure. Wow, I wonder if I'm going to get to be able to do air signs next, because it was a little crazy in the background here. It's getting a little high intensity, a little too much. So the ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently. Treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of your life. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. So that's really beautiful. All right, my sweet, lovely earth signs, I appreciate you so much. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe. Let me know who's here in the comments, what you thought about this reading. You know, keeping your own counsel, staying within your own conscious element. Okay, soulmates, having this beautiful kindred love to help you heal in relationship and in work. In terms of art, you know, there's more than one way to read a map. Know who you aren't. Find clarity. The ever unfolding rose, okay? Letting life crack you open, finding the spiritual gifts in that. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, whatever time this is for you. And yeah, stay tuned, because I am going to be uploading probably tomorrow a dream reading without all the yelling in the background, because typically I record these things during the day or in the morning when it isn't prime gaming hour. But I wanted to give it a try tonight, and we'll just see. Anyways, I love you guys. Much love, and I will see you next time.